The Great Bank Forgery. The Story of Macdonnell and the Bidwells by Sir Basil Thomson. In the 70s of the last century, the sheet anchor of the financial security in Great Britain was the Bank of England. It came as a shock to almost every household in the country when on Saturday, March the 1st, 1873, it was discovered that a bill, which had been discounted by the Bank of England, was a forgery. I'm old enough to remember the excitement when my father opened the Times at breakfast on Monday, March the 3rd, and read a warning to bankers, brokers, and others not to receive or negotiate in any way with securities of the United States of America, which had been acquired out of the investments of the profits of the forgery. United States 6%, bonds 1867, 5%, bonds of 1864, and a large number of United States-funded loan bonds. Within living memory, said the Times at the trial some months later, there has been no such case, for length and importance, heard before any Lord Mayor of London in its preliminary stage, nor one which excited a greater amount of public interest from first to last. The forged bills were said to have been admirably executed, as regards signature, print, paper, stamps, etc. They had been discounted at the Western branch of the Bank of England, Burlington Gardens, where the forger had long had an account. A gentlemanly-looking young man, named Noyes, who appeared to be implicated, was brought up at the Mansion House at 2 o'clock, after business had closed down for Saturday, March the 1st. The Lord Mayor heard the charge in private, and remanded Noyes until the following Friday. On March the 7th, Edwin Noyes appeared before the Lord Mayor again at the Justice Room of the Mansion House. He was charged with being concerned, together with others, in the gigantic forgeries on the Governor and Company of the Bank of England. His 7 days' imprisonment had told upon him. He looked anxious and dejected. Mr. Alfred de Rothschild, a director of the bank, had a seat on the bench. Mr. Frank May, Deputy Chief Cashier of the Bank of England, gave evidence that on the previous Friday night he had learned that bills of exchange bearing forged acceptances had been discounted at the Western branch of the bank in Burlington Gardens. Going to the Continental Bank, he arrived just as the prisoner was in the character of Mr. Horton's clerk, presenting an open cheque for £6,000, signed by Mr. Horton on the previous Saturday. The ledger-keeper also gave evidence that the prisoner was in the habit of bringing sums of cash to the Western branch of the bank to be paid to Mr. Horton.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?